Hello guys, and welcome back to a brand new video from Geordie in the Wild. I'm here in Northumberland. I'm going to be heading up to Kielder water today and checking out a few of the trails around there, the reservoir and a lot of the woodland as well. So let's dive straight into it. It's not forecast for rain today, but some of them clouds are looking pretty tasty. But we've got the tarp and I've got my poncho as well. So this road is the A68, so we're heading out towards Kielder Forest at the minute, and yeah, we're going to go for some walks through the trees, and obviously you've got Kielder Dam and the lake, sorry, the reservoir, shut up! So we've got about 25-30 miles to go yet, and we're heading deep into Northumberland National Park. Good morning, boys. How are we this morning? God, that cow's an absolute unit. God, the sky looks absolutely enormous today. I love these big, massive clouds that just go on forever and ever. People say the north isn't very nice. How wrong are they? Look at this, man. What's this little reveal shot here? Boom! Well, welcome to Kielder water. Here's the dam here on the left. This is us just driving along the top of the dam now. The water's on the left, obviously, behind that wall. I haven't been up here for about 15 years, probably more to be honest, but let's get to the end and we'll jump out of the car and have a little look around. Here we are, this is Kielder water. It's actually a man-made reservoir. I think it was built in around the 1960s. Obviously for water demand for the north, because you know the population was growing. And down there is where it feeds into the River Tyne North. See the water just coming out the bottom there. Well, they weren't lying. Some engineering went into this back in the day as well. I actually remember this spillway from when I was a kid. I'm sure I came up here with school on a day trip. Definitely getting a few memories coming back. God, look at that sky in the background as well. What a day for it. You can obviously see the scale of this thing, how big it is. I think it's about a mile across. The guy on a motorbike there just went over. So it's pretty enormous. This is obviously explaining how the hydroelectric dam works with the turbines. Pretty interesting. I suppose if you want to read this, you can just pause this part of the video and scan through. God, the size of this thing up there. Hi, so I lived in Canada for 2 years, and you know, excuse me, this is, well, it's a bit of a reminder really. Fern, pine trees everywhere. It's absolutely stunning. I've said absolutely stunning again, by the way. I know I say that far too much. Ironically, I think they're Canadian geese. Bit of water skiing going on yet. What is that? Is that a bird? Yeah, it's a bird. Got an old viaduct down here. Got no idea what it was used for, to be honest. Well, I'm definitely the only person on this trail. I'm trying to find a giant head sculpture which is buried somewhere in the woods here. And Google Maps just basically took me down a logging road and told us to turn right here, but obviously I can't get the car down, so I'm just going to keep walking, see if I can get to it. I must admit it's a little bit creepy being in here all by myself. I've got 0 phone signal and yeah. Anyway, let's keep going. I think that could be it. Ooh, there we go. Right, that's creepy. Let's go have a look. Yep, that is actually terrifying. Pretty cool though. God, imagine how big the body would be in comparison. I'm actually quite astounded. I'm completely by myself here as well. There's not another person. I haven't seen anybody on the trail. This was actually really difficult to find. It's right on the northwestern shore of Kielder water, and basically I've had to go down a logging road, which I'm not sure if you're allowed to or not, but I couldn't see a sign. And then it took us about 10 minutes to walk from the car, and yeah, I found it. Pretty cool. Anyway, let's move on to the next part of the adventure. Just came across this nice log turned into a seat with otters, I believe. Nice little fish as well. Oh, you can't whack an adventure in the woods, especially by yourself. When you get the whole place to yourself as well, it's just unbelievable. There's literally nobody. I've barely seen a person all day, but to be honest, it's the way I like it. So, aye. Now there's a little bit of a trail here, and I can see the lake through there, and the view looks really good, so just gonna crack on and see if I can get to it. Yes, I do have to keep coming back for the camera, but it's the only way you get to see what's going on. Oh, tell me that isn't absolutely insane. What a view, man. This moss is really, really soft as well under your feet. Oh, I wish I had my fly rod. Look at that. 3 geese chilling there on a bit of a sandbar. Hello, lads. Psst. You all right there? Yep. Listen to that. Couple of birds. Just heard a few ducks there, I think. But it's just pure peace. Woo! Look at that. 30 miles outside of Newcastle and you've got this. So this is Elfkirk viewpoint, and obviously there's the dam. That's where we started off this morning. Still got those enormous skies, and I think somewhere across in them woods is where that giant head was. Well, you can't argue with the view. Definitely off the beaten track here, but the scenery is unreal. I've got no idea where I am. I haven't seen any signs or forestry works or anything, so I don't know. I think I'm just off the beaten track, to be honest, but keep going for now and see what I find. Oh, I think I might have a collapsed spring, because there's barely any gap there. But the bloody is that side. Oh no. Right, so the update is cars over there. I haven't seen a building, another car, a person for about 10 or 15 miles. I don't know where I am because I've lost signal and my sat-nav went off. And yeah, I'm just absolutely in the middle of nowhere, up in Northumberland somewhere, but look at this for a spot. I really do want to camp here. But yeah, I'm not sure what the score is, so I'm just going to have a little explore around here for a bit and then see if somebody passes, if I can ask where I am and get some advice. But I'm going to have a little look at this for now. I think I've just heard a fish. See the ripples? Can't say anything because the water's too dark. I mean, look at the colour of it. Right, the car's there. I did just hop over this, but it's a bit dodgy. But I need to get back over, so here we go. Ooh. Oh. That's completely rotten, that. Don't want to fall and break me leg out here, I know that. Right, in all honesty, I think I'm going to have to try and find my way back out of here and maybe book a campsite, because it's just proven too hard to actually find somewhere to camp where I think I'm probably actually allowed to camp as well. Nice little brook here, but yeah, I think I'm going to have to move on. Look at the size of this dragonfly. It's about the size of my hand. Is it doing it? I wonder, is it having a drink? It seems to just be stabbing the water with its tail. That's enormous, that. Pretty cool to see. Don't dive by my head, please. Right, so I'm basically on my way out of wherever I am. I'm going to try and get back to civilization. But before I do that, I'm going to send the drone up and just give you an idea of the scale of how big this place is. All I can see is trees and trees and trees for miles. It's actually ridiculous. So yeah, I'll bang the drone up now and here's that footage, so take a look. Right, so I finally found a public road again. I think that was a big patch of forestry England. So I think I'm going to have to revert back to a campsite, to be honest, because I've struggled massively to find a decent spot up there where, you know, I can probably say that I'm allowed to be there. So we're going to basically head back for a campsite now and get set up for the night. There's a lovely campsite near Sycamore Gap, which unfortunately isn't there anymore. We all know why that is. But, you know, we'll not go into that too much. So I'm going to head back down to the campsite now and see if they have any availability. So we'll see you down there. This is the River Tyne North. It's quite massive, actually. Right, there's some fish in there. So that space over there is where Sycamore Gap once stood. Oh, that makes me so angry thinking about it. I think I'm going to have a walk up later just to take a look at the stump and what's left of it. Right, so this is the campsite for tonight. Pretty basic setup. The chair's facing the wall because I've had my feet on it, just in case you're wondering. And then this is the view that we've got for sunset, which ain't half bad. I think it's going to be a bit of a quiet night tonight, to be honest. I'm looking forward to getting in the tent because it's been a long off day. But I'm just going to sit here, enjoy the view, and then probably once that golden hour's finished with, I'll get myself into bed. So the campsite don't allow fires, which is a little bit annoying, but it's fair enough. So I'm going to dive in this pub, have some food, and then I've got a steak to stick on the barbecue later. I did want to put it on the coals, but no can do. I've got a decent bit of sausage and mash and veg, and a pint of Sycamore Gap Pale Ale. Let's get stuck into that. Hello, pup. Right, so I've said right so again, by the way, which I love saying apparently. Right, so got me Aberdeen Angus ribeye here. Generous with the salt. Let's get a bit of black pepper on that as well. Flip her over, do the same again, and then we'll get the barbecue fired up. Plenty of seasonings in the box, but it's steak, so I think I'm just going to go with a bit of mustard once it's ready. Okay, we're at 250 degrees. Let's get that steak on. Oh, here we go. We've got a little visitor, haven't we? I think he's after the steak, to be honest. He's after the steak, yeah? After the steak, yeah? Not blowing my own trumpet or anything, but that smells bloody marvellous. Well, I think that's about done enough for me. Hopefully it's going to be a bit medium. Cut her up with this bad boy. I bought this in Canada a few years ago. Just sharpened her. It's a little bit flexible, this work surface. Looks a bit like a dog's dinner, this, like, but oh well. It's still steak. Cut her into some manageable size. Blah, blah. Cut her into some manageable. Fucking hell, I can't speak. Let's just cut her up, really. Do you know what? That'll do. Let's get some mustard on the side. Right, here we go. Steak at sunset. Oh, fuck off, you knobhead. Are you done? Right, here we go. Steak at sunset. Ooh, that's nice. Oh, that mustard just delivers the exact right amount of kick. Spot on. Well, that's pretty much the last of the sun going down behind the hill. I think the plan in the morning is going to be head over to Sycamore Gap, which isn't far this way. Take a look at the devastation, obviously after the felling, and then probably pack up and get out of here, and that'll be it for this video. But I'll touch base with you guys in the morning, and then we can go from there. Morning. That was one of the worst night's sleep I've ever had on a camp out. The wind just constantly blew through the top of that tree, and then it started raining at about 3 o'clock, and it's been on and off for hours. The state of this. Oh, yeah, I'm getting dripped on. So I'm gonna get up, go to the toilet and reassess if I'm going to go to Sycamore Gap or not, because as you can see the weather is pretty shocking. Oh, well, as you've just seen, the weather is shocking. I've just packed the tent up there and everything's soaking, so I'm gonna have to go back and basically dry everything out so it doesn't get covered in damp and horrible stuff. I hate cutting them short, but to be honest, the weather's just atrocious, so I think I'm gonna head back and call this one. But thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please bang that like, share and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Guys, and welcome back to another video. Fantastic. And I'm not going to say absolutely stunning. I'm going to try and stop saying that so much. Dive right in.